Packing for a trip is my least favorite part of travel. It takes way too long, you bring way too much stuff, and yet you still end up feeling like you're forgetting something. In this video, I'm gonna show you the system I use for stress-free packing every time. Hi, I'm Angela, and 7 years ago, I moved from the US to Europe. Ever since, I've been writing about my travels on my blog, Notes from Europe. If this is your first time joining me, be sure to subscribe for Europe travel videos just like this. And if you make it to the end of this video, I'll tell you how to get a copy of my Europe packing guide. Let's get into it. The very first step is to plan your travel wardrobe first. Before you pack anything, you want to plan your outfits. Try things on and see how different pieces work together. You'll probably be able to find a few swaps, so you can pack just one item that will work with multiple outfits. I would even suggest doing this a week before it's time to depart, because a lot of times you'll come across a piece in your wardrobe that is maybe a bit outdated, needs to be replaced, or needs to be dry cleaned, and that way you have some time to get it ready to be packed. Once you have a plan for your travel wardrobe and you're ready to get started with packing, step number 2 is to lay everything out. Lay out everything that you plan to pack. Clothing, shoes, accessories, toiletries, makeup, electronics. Organize things by type so that you have a full visual that you can edit before anything goes into your suitcase. This is also a step where you should really be asking yourself if this particular item deserves to be in your bag. Is it something that you can leave behind? Is it only going to get one wear? Don't be afraid to be honest if something doesn't quite earn its place in your suitcase. Step number 3, fold and roll strategically. Fold your clothes as compactly as possible. If you have thinner fabrics, you want to roll these. It'll just make it so that they aren't as wrinkly when you get to your destination. Step number 4 is to separate your undergarments. I like to put my undergarments in a separate bag or like a packing cube. It just keeps everything organized. And these are items that, 1, you definitely want to make sure that you are packing enough for the duration of your trip. And 2, it's always better when you get to your destination to be able to find your undergarments very quickly in your pack bag. Step number 5, bag your shoes. I always put my shoes in individual bags before I put them in my suitcase where they might be like touching my clothing and other things. Keep in mind that shoes take up a lot of room, so be sure that you're not packing too many pairs. I think that 3 pairs of shoes, that counts. The pair that you're wearing on the plane too. That's probably the maximum amount that you need for a trip to Europe. I have a great blog post about this on my blog, so I will link it in the description below. Be sure to give it a read if you need some ideas on the best pairs of shoes to take to Europe. Step number 6 is to organize your toiletries. You want to pack your toiletries into a small, clear plastic bag. Usually I have 2 kind of like toiletry bags. I have a toiletry bag with pure toiletries, so things like travel size shampoo, travel size conditioner, deodorant, contact lenses, all of those kinds of things go in one bag. If I'm being honest, mine is not clear. The airlines say it should be clear, but mine is not. Full disclosure, I haven't really had any trouble with it yet, but when I fly through Heathrow, I do often have to move everything into one of their plastic bags that are see-through and clear because they are sticklers about it. And then I have a second toiletry bag. I have a toiletry bag for my makeup. I find that my makeup doesn't have any of the liquids that need to be like in the separate little bags, so I'm able to put most of my makeup in there. So I actually have 2 bags, and then oh my gosh, I have a 3rd. I'm always sure to put my comb and my hairbrush into their own little bag. This way, they're just not like snagging my clothes. So I find that that's a really great way to kind of keep those 2 items organized as well. Step number 7, pack your electronics and hair tools. Another thing that I always put in a little bag are any sort of like electronic chargers, just so that you don't get to your destination and find a ton of tangled cords. This is also the step where you really want to look at the hair tools that you plan to bring to Europe and just make sure that you have the right adapter. I do have an article on my blog about the difference between electrical adapters and converters. I'll link to that below as well, but it's really important to be sure that you're going to have the right type of plug adapter for your hair tool. Step number 8 is you want to make sure that you are not packing anything in your suitcase that actually belongs in your personal item bag. There are a few things that you should have on your person at all times They don't belong in your suitcase. This includes things like your passport, your ID, any money or credit cards, any electronics with a lithium-ion battery, so things like laptops, phones, or power banks, and any medications that you absolutely will not be able to replace in Europe, so especially prescription medications. And then finally, valuables like jewelry, designer handbags, anything like that, you really should not be putting that in a suitcase that is going to be checked luggage. Some folks will also recommend that you pack like a change of clothes in your personal item bag and for example, like toiletries. Sometimes people really like to brush their teeth as soon as they land after their flight. That's a great idea if it's important to you, but I don't always pack like a change of clothes in my personal item bag. I think you're fine. And finally, once you're very clear on all the stuff that needs to go in your personal item bag, go ahead and put everything in your suitcase that belongs in there. You want to keep your bag as organized as possible. Things will adjust while you're in transit, so it's always a good idea to use the straps that come in certain suitcases and zipper any compartments that can help to kind of keep things in their place while they're traveling. There you go. That is my system for easily packing my suitcase in 9 simple steps. If you want more help packing, I've put together my Europe packing guide. It has seasonal packing tips, plus exact packing checklists for general trips, as well as ski trips, beach trips, and hiking trips. This way you'll know exactly what to pack no matter what type of trip you're taking. You can grab that guide at the link in the description below. And next, you'll want to watch this video about what to pack in your personal item bag for an international flight, because that's the piece that a lot of people get wrong, and it is the secret to making sure you have an enjoyable flight and a great start to your vacation. If this video is helpful, make sure you give it a like and subscribe. It really helps the channel. And I'll see you next time. Bye.